Hi, this is Matthew Robert Payne, and I'm in the living room of my mother's house in heaven. Uh, Here in the seats are saints and apostles, and out there are saints. Seems to be in this chair here, seems to be a little dog uh, turning around looking at us. A couple of saints are turning in their chairs there looking at us. Uh, I never knew that I was picking picture that represented my mum's living room in heaven. I may do all the uh, messages from my mum in heaven from this living room. It's amazing. Uh, the Lord led me to this picture, and now I know why. I can see uh, my mother and father sitting on this lounge, and it's really amazing. Mary Magdalene's over here, Jesus is here, King David is here. Um, Friend of mine, Terry, is sitting here. Terry's going to come up in the question time. Terry passed away this week on earth and was a former friend of mine from a former church, and he's going to ask the questions in question time. So I'll just hand it over to Mum, and I'll just let her speak. Hi, Matthew. It's really good to speak to you from heaven. I'm seated here, and you can see I've got a lovely red dress on, and me and Dad are young, and it's really good to look at you face to face while you do this. Um, it's amazing that you can look into my house in heaven. It's really a nice house, isn't it? We never lived in a house like this before, and it's by the Crystal Sea, and it's just a beautiful house. It extends. We can have hundreds of people in this house, and uh, it's a really lovely house. Many people who not aware of you, who have got no understanding of who you are to the earth, and who you are in the future, wouldn't be able to understand that many of the top saints in heaven visit my house and spend time in my house. But but they'll come to know you and realize who you are in the future, and time will tell. And it's really comforting to see you here on earth, and for you to be able to look straight into heaven. And I didn't know you were. This is Matthew. I didn't know you were particularly into dogs. He, and June says, my mother says, that's the dog of Moses, and Moses owns that dog, and he brings the dog around, and the dog's attracted to the glory that's on you, and the dog can see you, and yeah, and and the people in the chairs now are like standing and looking at you, and the dog is gone. He's in my lap now, and he's come down to sit in my lap because you're looking at me, and the dog has things to say to you, but you don't want to stretch your listeners too much and say what the dog is saying, but he's pretty cheeky. So I want to congratulate you on opening up your file today and opening up your computer. You were going to do it a couple of times and you didn't, and you finally come to this. You finally come to this scene, um, and it's it's really refreshing to speak to you, and it's good that you can look into my house. This is exactly what my house looks like, and and I'm definitely sitting on the scene. All you seers who know how to see in the spirit, have a look at my mother there, and my father, and my father's got tears in his eyes, being able to look out of his house straight into you. You're actually sitting in our house, Matthew. You're actually sitting on a chair that's off screen here, and we're looking straight into your eyes. I really love you, mate. You're really precious to us. You got your website uh, worked out today, and you can put your website on your YouTube videos now. From now on, you can put a list of your websites on your YouTube video. Take a little bit of time and put your prophetic website, put your t-shirt website, put your free books website, and people can take advantage of that. It'll take an extra bit of time when you're uploading videos, but you can make a practice of doing that, and that'll run links to your website, and get your website found by search engines, and that's a good thing. I'm really proud of the way that you put that website together, and you worked with Jonathan to get it done. I'm really happy with how you decided to make a website with your books for free, and it didn't cost as much as you thought it was going to cost. And you were having a conversation with Jonathan a couple of weeks ago, and you realised that he could build WordPress websites, and you asked him, could you pay him a certain amount per hour, and could he build your website? And you put 36 books up on your website. One of the books is duplicated there. Do we do what Jesus said? And it's people may not realize it's duplicated. It's a book that really should be read. People should really be doing what Jesus said. And it's an amazing book of yours. It's one of your favorite books. And so it's duplicated twice there on your website. And as you load up each new books each month, you'll just send Jonathan email and have him load up a couple of books per month onto the website, and people will get used to the fact that they can get books for free off you, and people will start to support you monthly and start to support your ministry, and you'll be a person that a lot of people love. The Christian church, and not only the Christian church, but individuals in this world like things for free. They like things with no catch, and people truly love things free. And you're going to provide that for them on that website, and it'll be a wonderful experience for people to come to that website. It'll be a change for them to come to a website and get something for free and not have to fill out their email address and go on a mailing list that they've got to unsubscribe from later on because your emails are bugging them. And so you're doing wonderful things, and I'm so happy with what you did. Your t-shirt today, contentment is not found in money. Life's true contentment is not found in money. You got in a lift today, and a man read your T-shirt and he said, "That's too right. That's so right, that T-shirt," and had a wonderful witnessing experience with him, and that was wonderful. I so love getting to speak to you each day. I love how you've got an actual image of my house, that you can come and visit my house now, and it's a beautiful house, isn't it? People who are listening, and Matthew, you imagine living in a house like this. How much would this real estate cost on Earth? How could look at those white sofas? They're just absolutely beautiful, and deck chairs, and yeah, you got a wonderful kitchen. Um, I'll have to lead you to other photos of kitchen and other parts of the house. Okay, so we've reached the 10-minute mark now, and it's time for question time. And question time is going to be taken up by Terry. You can say hello to Terry just there on that couch there. And Terry says hello. And he's got a couple of questions for you. His first question is, so this is Terry. My first question, Matthew, is why would you spend $140,000 on publishing books and then start to give them away for free? What compels you? What motivates you to do that? Well, Terry, I want to share with you that it's the feedback, it's the result I get from the books that impresses me and makes me happy. There's been many people, quite a number of friends of mine, who have come to know me through Facebook, through reading my books. They reached out to me on Facebook. I've come to know a number of people who have said their whole lives have been changed, radically changed from reading my books. And it wasn't the money that they spent on the books. You could buy my 58 books for $60. So I get a third of that. So someone who's got 60 of my books on Kindle spent $20 on those books. So what's more important, the $20 that I got, or the fact that their life has been radically changed? So as a writer, it's in my DNA to write and to publish books. As a person gifted in teaching, it's in my DNA to make videos and teach. And so while ever I am supplied by God supernaturally with finances to publish books, while ever I've got the ability to sit down on my computer and record the first draft of a book, and while ever I've got the ability to edit my books and get covers made and publish them, while ever I've got the ability to produce books, I'll be producing books. The fact of the matter is, I didn't work really hard for the $140,000. Certain amounts of the money comes in from people requesting prophecy or prophetic destiny blueprints, and I enjoy doing prophecies, and I enjoy doing prophetic destiny blueprints, and I enjoy doing angel messages for people. And so part of the earning money for the books is fun. And then about 40% of my money comes from people just giving me donations. So that money comes for free. And the people who donate money to my ministry are aware I'm producing 99-cent books, and they're aware that I'm not in the business of making money. I could be charging $5 or $9 for my books, but I'm charging 99 cents. So practically everyone knows who starts to read my books. They know that I'm doing it as for free. And like 99 cents is almost nothing. So producing a website with 36 of my books that I had the access to the Word files, the Microsoft Word files. My earlier books, I haven't got access to those files. So producing a website that's free and updating the website every time I get a new book now is going to be easy. I really trust the Holy Spirit. I really trust the Lord that He'll supply people who will finance my book publishing ministry. I sense that the Holy Spirit is going to raise up people who will give me monthly donations to support my ministry, and in that way their money is going to finance people to read good books. There's a lot of people who would like to write a good book or have part in and winning people to the Lord, or bringing people closer to the Lord. There's a lot of people out there that have got finances and just like to support a good ministry. And I provide a ministry where they can supply money and finance me. And so that's the reason I make my books for free. I want more people to read my books. And what is interesting is I'm going to spend $3,000 over a year to get my website put high up on Google under the word Free Christian Books. And so I'm not only spent $140,000 on the books, but I'm going to spend a further $3,000 getting my search words Free Christian Books up high on Google. So a whole lot of people who don't know who I am can come and visit my website and read my books. So there we go. So how are you? This is Matthew. So how are you, Terry? How's your first week in heaven been? It's been amazing. Like your mother has shared with you, 1 week in heaven is like 3 weeks of earth time. So I've been here for quite a while, and I was introduced to your mother on my first day, and I was told that because I was a friend of yours that I'm going to be a friend of hers. And there isn't a person mentioned in the Bible that hasn't been in your mother's house. And it's like I thought initially they were coming around to meet me because as I met them, they were all my favorite people out of the Bible. And I didn't realize that these people just hang out at your mother's house. And so I've met all my favorites and now spent some quality time with some people that really impressed me. And it's a real joy to watch over your life. Your mother tells me that you had an addiction to porn and prostitutes for most of your life. And your mother tells me that you're free of that now. And we can hear your thoughts in heaven. People who are watching you can hear your thoughts. And you only had one wrong thought today, and it was amazing. And I picked you up on it when you thought it. And really that thought was placed in your mind by Satan. And so you recognize that. And so that's wonderful. So I've got another question for you. When are you going to lose weight, mate? That's an interesting question. I've tried everything, mate. I only eat relatively one meal a day. I don't exercise. I spend a lot of time in front of my computer. My medication slows down my metabolism, and so So this is what I have to put up with. I've put on 25, 30 kilos since I went on medication, and I'm just a big boy. And so I hope that one day when I have a partner, that she'll be able to take me for walks and help me exercise. But I think that's the only thing that can fix me is regular exercise. But I really don't get enthused to do it by myself. Um, you realise, this is Terry, you realise that was a joke, mate. I was pretty big myself, and I was just joking with you, but I'm sure the people who are listening to your video would appreciate that answer. It's a really good to speak to you, Matthew. I really enjoy your mother's house, and I enjoy knowing you. I hope that we can continue to be friends through the course of your life here on Earth. I really am overcome that I'm actually here. Uh, uh, I never knew being your friend was so special, mate. I never knew that if you showed love to you, that you'd get such a great reward in heaven hanging around this place. Your mum even offered me a bedroom in her place, and I just I'm just overcome with the people that are in this house, and so I've got my own house, but I spend most of my time here, and I've read all your books since I've been here, and you're absolutely amazing, Matthew. I can't believe that you wrote everything that you did, and people just don't even recognize you, mate. You know, Mitchell hasn't even read a whole book of yours, and people just misjudge you, mate. And I'm so sorry if I ever misjudged you, mate. You just you're just amazing. Your intellect, your ability to write, your ability to communicate Jesus is just so impressive, mate. Yeah, I'll let you go. See you, Terry. So this is June back, your mother. I I just I just want to put Jesus on Matthew. You know, he's sitting uh, there in the middle there, and he's in blue, and he just wants to say a few words on this broadcast. So so I'll put Jesus on. So, hi Matthew, this is Jesus. Every time you published a book, there for about a year, we used to have a party in heaven, and you used to get invited to a ballroom, and you'd take part in the party. And today, there's a big party in heaven with the launching of your website, and you've got to get your website registered with Google, but people can come into your website now. And I'm just so happy with you, mate. I'm so impressed that you made the effort to make 36 of your books for free. And um, I'm so very happy with you. You continue to uh, work according to our leading. You continue to do the things that we lead you to do, and you're so obedient, and you've got such an intimate relationship with us, and it's just a real honor to be with you, and to love you, and to be part of your life. you've over the years you've come to know the Holy Spirit, and you've uh, developed the ability to be led by the Holy Spirit, and you've uh, grown closer to my Father and grown closer to me. And 20 weeks ago, you left your life of sin, and I'm just so proud of you, Matthew. I'm just so overjoyed. Um, and your mother was right. We want you to uh, do a signature with your Facebook address, your prophetic website address, your your T-shirt website address, and your free books website address. And we want you to put that signature on your videos now, so that people can find out more about you, and especially go and read your books for free. And I'm so I'm so emotional speaking to you, seeing you face to face, and being able to talk to you face to face. And I'm so overjoyed that in a month's time you will have finances where you'll be able to advertise your free website with your Christian books, and you'll be able to get it working and advertise your T-shirt site, and you'll just continue to spend your mother's inheritance on good things. I look forward to working with you and ministering with you in the future, and I look forward to meeting you multiple more times in the flesh and in visions. Uh, I look forward to growing you and leading you and directing you. I look forward to expanding your heart and expanding your mind. I look forward to giving you more power and bestowing more glory upon you. I look forward to the salvations that the people that you'll save, and I especially look forward to the thousands and millions of people that are going to grow closer to me because of your impact and your teachings and your books. And I enjoy you, Matthew. You bring my heart so much joy, and your friends are always going to be welcome in your mother's house. And you know your mother is such a great host, that she'll really look after your friends, and so you don't have to be afraid of any of your friends dying because they come here. Radio John is here in the house, and he's saying hello. And uh, Radio John is really happy to see you, and he just wants to say hello. So I'll let him close it out. So this is Matthew. Radio John used to be a person that hung around the red light district in Sydney, Sydney's infamous red light district, and he had a lot of mental problems. And he used to come to my former church, and our church had a policy of never banning people, but if they got too boisterous, to time them out for one night, and for them have to leave with the police or leave, but they were welcome the next day, and they only timed them out for 24 hours. And Radio John had caused over $1 million worth of damage in places in Sydney, and he was one of the most notorious troublemakers in Sydney, and been banned from all of the homeless hostels and all the shelters and all the places that look after the poor. And I got to know him and become his friend. And so it's really emotional to talk to him, but I can see him on the couch next to Jesus, and so he's going to say hello. So Radio John says, Matthew, you don't have to cry, mate. My conversation is a lot better, and I've got a sane mind now, and you're really good to me, Matthew. You're always good to me. One time, Jesus came into me, and he was possessing me, and you went into a Bible study, and I was answering all their questions, and they told me to shut up, and you just let loose. Jesus came out of me when you were going loose, and you were just getting stuck into the leaders of the Bible study, saying you don't even know when Jesus is in your midst. You told Jesus to shut up, and Yanni, your friend, told me about it and what had happened, and I didn't fully understand until I got here, and they played the scene again, and it's amazing. It wasn't me. It was Jesus in me, and I had no idea I was in a trance. But I'm so impressed, mate. Jesus was in a Bible study, and he was answering too many of the questions, and the Bible study leader shut him down. And that's just who you are, mate. It wasn't me, mate. Jesus was just in my body, and I'm so pleased that's one of the occasions you met Jesus in the flesh, in my body, and um, you've met him in the flesh 5 other times now, and you've always met Jesus in the flesh in the bodies of homeless people and poor people, and you're so special to Jesus, mate. I won't lie to you. You're one of the favorites of heaven, and I've been watching you all these years, and from time to time when you cross the road, you see the word John written in the concrete, and you think of me. And I wish you would think of me more often, mate, because I'm always going to be here. Whenever you speak to your mum, I'll be here, and you can talk to me. And since your mother came home 15 months ago, I've lived in her house, and I live in one of the bedrooms in her mansion. And it was just the biggest promotion because your mother is like a big wig here in heaven. And I used to see you from time to time on my TV. I'd turn on my TV and I used to see you and listen to you. And now I can see you every time you come and do a conversation with your mother. It makes me so happy. You got to come to heaven more often, mate. You got to come to this living room and do some interviews with some of your saints. I'll just let you go now, mate. I'm overcome. So this is June back. So Matthew, I see that you're affected. I really enjoy you, mate, and I'm glad that you had this time with your friends today, and I'm especially pleased that you got this website done. So upload this video and put your Facebook link, your prophetic website link, your link to your t-shirt site, and your link to your free book site, and make a signature and put that signature on all of your videos now. God bless you, mate, and you can upload this and then get on and do other things. God bless.